Chad, what's good? What's good? We back. Your boy, Big Ass Dreams, live and in effect. Live and in effect, chat. As y'all can tell by the screen, y'all see we got the Vlad TV, the DJ Vlad, the Vladimir interview, man. Today's video, we got VonOff1700 tells his life story. This the full interview. The full interview, y'all. So, hey, we finna get right. This video is roughly 40 some minutes. 42 minutes and 54 seconds to be exact. So I moved myself out the way so y'all can see the time on the video. But I think we done did enough for the introduction. Once again, live and in effect. We finna go on ahead and dig in, man. Dissect everything that's being said and what's going on.
All right, here we go. Today we have one of the hottest.
There we go. I ain't like the way that started off.
All right, here we go. Today we have one of the hottest Chicago rappers out there right now. VonOff1700, welcome to VladTV.
What's going on, broski?
Man, congrats on where you got, man. You made quite a feat. You really did your thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean, someone who's been covering hip hop now for 25 years, you see a lot of artists come and go, and to really kind of break through that glass ceiling to be where you are right now, man, it's a huge accomplishment.
For sure.
Well, first interview, I want to start in the very beginning.
All right.
So you grew up on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
And you were the middle child?
Yeah.
So you have an older brother named Brick.
Yeah.
And you have a younger brother or sister?
A younger sister. On my mama's side, a younger sister.
Okay. How many kids on your dad's side?
I don't even know, man. Too many to even know. But he got like over like 10.
So you have 10 siblings that, have you met them?
I probably met half of them. But like I met my little brother, his name Tyshawn. Then I got a little sister, her name Parrish. But I always been around her whole life. Like we always been. But the other ones, nah.
Okay, so what was Chicago like in the 2010s, middle of 2010s?
It depends on what you're talking about, cause I can't tell you about no street shit. But like, I probably can, but not like, I don't know. For me, it was just like fun shit, like chilling. I was 2010, I was 7 years old. I probably was doing shit what an average 7-year-old was doing shit. Well, average Chicago 7-year-old.
When I say 2010s, I mean like 2015, 2017.
Right.
You know.
But around that point, it's just a whole bunch of killing going on. 2015, 2017, just killing the streets. All just shit. Like 2015, I know I was probably still hooping. I was 12. 2017, I was 14. So I probably was still hooping, but it was a lot of shit going on though. Like I was like knowing what's going on in the streets and shit. So that shit was like, I don't know. It'd be hard. I don't know.
Well, there's this picture that went viral. You were like a little kid holding a gun.
Yeah.
Like
right.
How old were you in that picture?
That's what I was finna say. I was probably like 11, like 12 when I did that. Like I just knew what was going on. Like always as a kid, I already knew like we into it with these people, or my family into it with these people, and like we was just always around everything, like guns and shit. We just been around that shit. Like that shit just like it was normal. Like me and my brother was popping out with that bitch. I think that was like a little deuce 5. We was just out with that bitch.
Well, you're what, 22 right now?
Yeah, I'm 22.
So you grew up in the social media era where
sure.
everything is taped and so forth. I remember there was like a video of you fighting someone in like an alleyway some way.
Yeah, that was my homie though. That was some goofy shit. But yeah, that's my homie. You know, I can't pop my homie, so I had to fight him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you talked about how, you know, treacherous it was growing up during that time, where you'd get mad if your grandma told you to take out the trash because where you would go take out the trash was actually dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. That was like I was 18 around that time. I was on house arrest. I had caught my first gun case and shit. And my mama, wherever you stay at in Chicago, it's a hood. Like, it's somebody hood. Like, you can move over here. That's somebody hood. So it's like, it's always some shit going on. And I stayed in like a middle of an area where it's like, everybody knew who everybody was. So it's like I know for a fact the ops know I stay right here. So it's like my grandma be like, take the garbage out. Once I take the garbage out, I know I'm finna see somebody because it's just like this somebody hood. Like, get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I used to be like, but I still used to do that shit though. Pipe under my arm, taking the garbage out. I used to throw the garbage, then hurry up and run back to the crib.
Dude, I don't blame him.
Like, how old were
I don't
you
blame him at
when you
all.
remember actually carrying a gun outside your house?
I was probably like 16, 15. Like, when I had my own gun, toting my own gun, but like taking a gun out the house, like probably like on some goofy shit, like taking one of my uncle's gun or cousin guns. We was probably like young as hell, like 10, 11, probably following up behind my brother.
I ain't
My brother
even
3
gonna
years
lie,
older than me.
chat. I ain't shoot my first gun until I was like, what, 20? I'm 25 right now. I ain't shoot my first gun until I was like maybe 21, 22, somewhere around now. Growing up, I was always scared of guns, bro. Scared of the sound and just scared of them in general. You know, I was always scared of guns as a kid. Never would be around them, bro. My daddy had plenty of them. But each and every time he'll take them out and he'll get to cleaning them or whatever, I was always scared of them. I wouldn't even be in the same room, bro. I wouldn't even be in the same room. I was scared of fireworks growing up. I was always scared of the sound. It was too loud for me. I used to always put my hands in my ears, my fingers in my eardrums, bro, because I couldn't stand the loud sound. Now, the gun range is like my hobby. You know what I'm saying? I like the gun range now. I ain't scared of no guns now, but when I was growing up, I was terrified of guns or anything that had a loud pop sound or a loud boom sound that resembled a gun. I was terrified of it growing up, bro. And just literally, I'm 25 right now. I want to say around like 21 or so. It's like when I shot my first gun at the gun range, and I just absolutely fell in love with it from there, bro. I absolutely fell in love with it from there. But yeah, growing up, boy, you couldn't pay me to take no picture with no gun, let alone hold one.
So
I was
probably everything he was
terrified.
doing, I was doing it with him. So he was probably 14 carrying a gun out the crib. I was 11 just following up behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you mentioned your uncle. So you had an uncle named Javon,
Yeah,
AKA Shorty Black.
yeah,
And he got killed when you were like around 8 years old?
yeah, around 8, yeah.
Okay, he was killed outside his own house.
Yeah, like down the street from my grandma's house.
How close were you guys?
That was like close. He was like the youngest sibling, so he used to babysit us. Like, so it's like that's who I grew up under. If you get what I'm saying, like, and to that point, like to far as I can remember, he used to take us. Like, that's just like my uncle. Get what I'm saying?
Right. And the area you lived in basically got renamed to SPG.
Yeah,
Shorty.
yeah. After that happened, yeah. That's like the hood. Like, we stayed in the hood. My grandma stayed in the hood, so it's like that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I always been in my hood. I always stayed in my hood. So like,
Right. When you found out that your uncle got killed, I mean, did you actually go to the crime scene and everything else like that?
yeah, the crime scene was like at the house. Like I remember the day I was at after school program. After I get out of school, we go there and then like we'll play basketball and shit until my OG come pick us up. But my OG came to pick us up late as hell, like late, like 10. Like, she'll usually come pick us up like we get out of school at like 3:30. She'll come pick us up at like 5, 6, 7. She came to pick us up at like 10. So we hooping, and now when we get in the car, everything just so weird. But where we was at is like right around the corner from the house. So we pull up around the corner, pull up out the house, everybody out there, like the whole, everybody. Everybody was out there. So we sensed like something was wrong though. So we sensed, and then shit, they told us what happened when we got in the house. And then shit, we walked down the street where he got shot at, put the poster board up and shit. Everybody signed the poster board. It was just like regular shit.
Was that the first person close to you that lost their life?
Yeah.
You know, a a lot of kids who grow up middle class or rich families, something like that happens. They get therapy, they meet with someone, they deal with the PTSD and so forth. But a lot of times, kids in your situation don't. So, did you get any
Right.
sort of therapy around that to deal with it, or did you really just have to internalize and keep it moving?
Yeah, probably like when I was younger, I probably ain't know like what was really going on. Like, damn, like this person finna be gone for like I know like he dead and shit, but I ain't thinking like, like how it is now. Like if somebody died right now, it'd hit like totally different. Get what I'm saying? But like so we knew and shit, and then like I had other uncles and they was always in the streets. So how they was moving and shit after it happened, we was just like forced to move like them. Like our uncle them told us like don't even cry, like it ain't no reason to cry, like don't cry, like you know. So it's like,
So, was this your dad's brother or your mom's brother?
nah, this my mama brother.
Okay. So, what was your relationship with your dad during this time?
I ain't never really like had no relationship with my dad. Like he was always in and out of my life when I was young. So shit, then he always kept going to jail. Like my dad just got out of jail, like from 2021, he just got out of jail. But he always never been in our life and going in and out of jail and shit. So it's like I ain't never like kicked it with my pops or nothing like that.
Yeah, man, that's too bad. I think male kids need a dad around.
For sure, hell yeah.
Nah, they
that's like
definitely do, bro.
that's
Um, to me, like one of the most important aspects of a young man having his father is to teach him the importance of not living in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets don't got no love for nobody. The streets ain't loyal to nobody. Um, there's never, at least that I know of, there's never ever been a street dude, drug dealer, you know, anybody of that nature that done went their whole life and never had to worry about no police trouble. Never had to worry about folks trying to get after them. Like it's always somebody trying to get after you. You always gotta look over your shoulder. You can't even do something as simple as go sit on your porch a whole lot of times when you turn to that lifestyle. So I say it's important for a lot of young kids to have their father in their life to teach them what it is and the importance of living right. Going and making your money the legal way. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with being a welder, a pipe fitter, working on the ship, getting your TWIC card. Shoot, me personally, I'd rather a lot of these young kids go get a job at Burger King or McDonald's before you go and sell weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather you make 15 an hour, 14 an hour, 13 an hour, and have that checked out every week than to be here selling 3 5s and ounces and you got to worry about folks stealing from you, worry about people trying to rob you, trying to get at you, worry about the police and all that stuff there. So, for me, man, look here. Even if the kids don't, you know what I'm saying, have a father, like just some type of male figure with their head on straight, need to be a role model, man. Because we got a lot of young kids that jump off the porch because of what they done seen their whole life and what they seeing as of right now. And I ain't never been in the streets. It's not my place to say nothing bad about the streets because I know that's where a lot of people was made at. That's where a lot of people live at day and night. So I ain't trying to sit up here and say nothing bad about the streets and nothing like that. But the crime, man, the crime and all that stuff, man, it's just gotta stop because we losing too many young men to the streets, bro. A lot of folks ain't even much made it past 20. A lot of folks ain't made it to 21. A lot of folks ain't even making it to their 30s, man. Nowhere near close because you know everybody just well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but it's a lot of folks out here that just think the crime and the street activity is the way when it ain't. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit up here and you think working at McDonald's is whack. You think working at Walmart is whack. You think working at Chick-fil-A is whack. But at the end of the day, you ain't got to look over your shoulder at Chick-fil-A while you making your money. You ain't got to try to run from the police when you flipping burgers at McDonald's or you dropping fries in the fryer. You ain't got to worry about the police coming up and now. Get on the ground, get on the ground. You ain't got to worry about all that. You ain't got to look that judge in the face working at Walmart. You ain't got to wear no prison uniform. You ain't got to wear no handcuffs. They ain't got to sentence you to 25, 35, 45 years. You ain't got to do time. More than likely, you ain't got to worry about nobody messing with you for real, man, when you in an environment where you can legally make money the right way. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we live in a dangerous world, but still, it ain't like you got to go outside and look over your shoulder and be paranoid all the time because you got problems with so-and-so down the block. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, these young kids need to understand ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having you a 9 to 5, bro. Take it from me. I would rather y'all get a job at McDonald's, get a job at Walmart, get a job at one of these grocery stores, work at a dealership, sell cars, go to school, play ball. You know what I'm saying? Get your real estate license, get your insurance license. I'd rather y'all do that than try to go out here and chase this quick money. Because you're going to mess yourself up. You're going to mess yourself up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm young myself. I'm 25. And I'd rather take the long route to get to, you know what I'm saying, a lifetime of riches where even when I ain't here no more, I could pass it down to my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and it just keep on going further and further down the line. I'd rather have that to fall back on. I'll take the long route before I get out of here and try to throw my life away because I need some bread. Shoot. For real, man. I don't know if it's any young kids in here listening, bro, but from my heart, I'm telling y'all, man, it ain't nothing wrong with working on 9 to 5, bro. It ain't nothing wrong with working on 9 to 5, working 6, 7 days a week, working 10, 12-hour shift. You'll feel better working hard and you got that $1,500, $2,000 paycheck from being a welder or a pipe fitter, bro. I promise y'all, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Make your money the right way.
How you gonna be a man, like, off your daddy? Like, your mama can't make you be no man, if you get what I'm saying. You need a daddy, but my mama, like, damn near like a nigga, though, so she raised us like, you know?
Well, that situation happens, and then you become a teenager, and your best friend, Anton, ends up getting killed.
Yeah.
He was like 16 at the time?
Yeah, I think he was 15 or 16. This was 2018, so I think he was 15, because I was 15. So, yeah, he was 15.
What was the situation about?
Really, like, wrong place, wrong time, because, like, we wasn't even gang banging at that time. It's, like, some goofy shit, He had a clothing brand, and he gave, like, the clothes out, and somebody had the same hoodie on as him, like the same one he just passed out. He gave it to like a older peer in the hood and shit, and they was coming to, you know, shoot at him and shit, and they end up hitting him and shit. So that's how that shit happened. So it's like wrong place, wrong time, but like, you know.
Well, did you end up moving to Atlanta after that?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta when he died. I was in Atlanta. My mama had took us to in Atlanta. So that was like 2018. My mama took us to Atlanta like 2017. So we was damn near there. I was in there. Then I came back like 2019. I came back 2018, 2019, 2020.
Okay, so you come back around 2019.
Yeah, but I always been back and forth, like way before that. Like,
right.
I'll probably say I stayed in Atlanta for like a full year. Probably like my freshman year. Then after that, I came back.
Okay, so you come back to Chicago, and around that time you start working on music?
Yeah. Yeah, my brother was rapping while we was in Atlanta for like a whole year. I was just lost. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know what the fuck I was gonna do. I was lost. Like, I was down there depressed, lost, and just moved to another state. We don't got no money. I'm just lost. I'm just a lost ass teenager in the crib playing the game, bro. Then shit, I came back to the rack. Shit, doing what I do. And I just started rapping shit. After my brother, like, just started playing with music. Like, seeing my brother do it so much, I started doing that shit.
Right. And the first song you made was Glock Talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you are not too proud of at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, you said that shit was lame as hell. I took that shit down.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I took that shit right down. That was like 2019, and then 2020, I shot my first music video. And then shit.
Right, that's Walk Down?
Yeah, Walk Down, yeah.
Okay, so you put out Walk Down, and that made some sort of reaction.
For sure.
Okay. Did you feel at that point, all right, I think I got something?
I ain't never thought it was gonna be like this, but like, I knew like it could work damn near, because like the people I knew and shit, like, they was telling me like, yeah, you need to rap. Like it was going viral on
Tell
Facebook.
y'all
So, you know,
some,
Chicago, we use Facebook.
I'm gonna tell y'all, me personally, what I think of like the Chicago rap scene. Chicago got some dudes that can get on the mic and go crazy. I just think that they on the mic for the wrong reasons. They trying to have one foot in the rap game and one foot in the streets. And you can't do both. You can't do both. Going out here making diss songs and dissing the deceased and all that, like that's not gonna get you to where you will want to get to. Now, while you might quote unquote think you thugging, you know what I'm saying? You digging your own grave right there. You know, and I kind of hate that, bruh. Trying to mix the street game, or I ain't even gonna say the street game. I don't know where I came from with that term, but mixing the streets and the rap game together. Like at some point, when you make it to a certain level and you know you got a bigger audience, you gotta change the direction of your music as far as what you rapping about, and you gotta get away. You gotta get away. And I ain't saying don't do nothing for your city. I ain't saying don't do nothing for your homies. But you can't keep living the same way when you the money. You gotta get away. You gotta pull a Chief Keef. Chief Keef got away. Change for the better. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo the same way. He got away. Change for the better. That's what you gotta do. You can't sit up there and keep doing the same thing, bro. You sit up there and you keep making the type of songs you making, you're gonna get the feds' attention, nah. You're gonna get the police attention. They gonna start looking into you. They gonna start looking into where you from, who you hang with. And if they ever catch you, they gonna use all of your music as a means of saying, oh, you a danger to society. We can't let you go. If something ever happen. That's what they do. They take your music, man, and they literally dissect your music, bro. Feds be on the internet like we do, like regular people. That's how they catch people, because they rap about all this stuff in their music. You literally confessing to a crime in your music. That's really how they be getting. That's really how they be getting them. You confess a whole crime in your music. Feds watching every single music video. They watching your IG lives from burner accounts. They stalking your Facebook posts, stalking your whereabouts, watching the traffic count. They do stuff like this now. They do stuff like this. And if something ever go down and you near it and your name attached to it, they gonna come get you. And when they get you, they gonna prioritize their whole case around taking you down, because they've been doing their background work on you. They've been listening to your music. They done doggone stalked your social medias. They done looked into your homie's social medias. They done looked into everything, bro. And at that point, it's hard to get away from the feds because they the feds. When the feds come and get you, they have everything put together. While they still can make mistakes, they don't often make mistakes like that, bro. They don't often make mistakes like that, you know. And I think Dirk is a great representation of what I'm saying. Needing to get away from certain people. You know, I hope Dirk can get out and get a second chance. But it's tough, man, when you're dealing with them feds. Them feds don't be want to let you go. You try to file for motions to get released, they turn them down every time, bro. So, with that being said, with the Chicago rap scene, bro, for the ones that is up there and y'all making noise, it's time to get away and change for the better. You can't keep doing the same thing, man. You can't keep doing the same thing. Y'all ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself more than helping yourself. I'm glad y'all making money. I'm glad y'all got the views. I'm glad y'all got the motion. But we need to keep it that way. We need to keep it rolling. We need to put ourselves in a spot where we safe. You gotta let the foolishness go at some point.
So it was going viral on Facebook and shit. And when I dropped the song, it had like 5K views the first day. You know, that's damn near decent, if you get what I'm saying. Like, that's decent.
That's
So,
more than decent. 5K the first day,
yeah.
more than decent, bro. That's a blessing.
Okay, so you put out that song, but it's not like any money's really coming in.
Hell
right?
no. Hell no.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And during this time, you're still getting in trouble. You're stealing cars around this time?
Hell yeah, I was doing everything around that time. Stealing cars, shit, trying to sell drugs. That shit never worked out for me. Shit, I was doing everything.
Okay, so you're going to high school and you're stealing cars and doing other types of petty crimes. And then when you're 17, 2020, you actually drop out of high school. But this is right during the pandemic.
Yeah, they put school on the phone and I dropped out. Once they put it on there, that shit was over with. And I went to an alternative school because the 1 year that I did in Atlanta you gotta have like 32 credits to graduate or 31 or some shit. And in Chicago, you only need like 28. So they tried
We
to,
need it.
when I was
I'm
going
from
to a regular
Bama.
school.
I'm from Bama. We need it like depending on what level of your diploma gonna be, we need it like anywhere between 24 to 28. You know, if you like on a standard state diploma, like the little standard graduation, 24 to 28. If you like what they call it, cum laude or magna cum laude, you gonna need you a couple more credits. So where I'm from, Mobile, Alabama, it depends on the level you graduating at. And like if you was in honors classes, any type of academic programs or any added accolades or whatever would depend on, you know what I'm saying, how many credit hours you need to graduate. But as long as you had about 24 to maybe 28, oh, you straight, bro. You straight where I'm from. So 30 ain't too bad. That sound like something I done heard before.
School in Chicago, they was trying to put me back a grade. And then I went to an alternative school and they put me up a grade. So I was going to an alternative school and then that shit was in the op shit. So I stopped going there. And then they put it on the phone. I stopped going there. So like.
Okay, so now you dropped out of high school.
For sure.
What are you doing with your time?
Shit. Just outside.
Yeah.
Wasting time, literally. Just wasting my shit, just outside.
Right, and that
El Ray Murphy, what's going on with
next year you end up going to jail.
What's going on?
For sure. I go to jail in
For what?
2021. A gun.
A gun. Okay, so you just got caught with a gun?
Yeah, my first time going to jail, I caught a pipe case, me and my brother.
Okay, brick?
Mm-hmm.
How much time did they give you?
I got out on house arrest. Once in Chicago, you ain't got no background, you catch a gun case, you getting out on house arrest. So I got on house arrest, my bond was $200. Both our bonds was $200. My mama came to bond us out. I did house arrest for like a couple months. And then I took time. I took first offender's probation. So I ain't got to go to jail. I took probation. but the probation was first-time offenders, so I can't get in trouble, and if I don't get in trouble for a whole year, I get off probation and the shit come off my background. But I end up getting locked up soon as I got off house arrest. In 2022, I got off house arrest and then got locked right back up. So I did time on house arrest, got out, and got locked right back up.
Okay, because there was footage that was floating around of you and your brother getting pulled over, and I guess they found like 2 guns in the car.
Yeah.
You like that, boss? Turn around for me real quick. Slide over here for me. Just, yeah, back here.
That's why, and this is for anybody, bro. If you gonna carry a firearm, get licensed. Get your permit. Because then, if you get pulled over and you got your permit, you ain't got nothing to really worry about. Because they can't say that you out here just carrying the firearm, you ain't got no carrier's permit. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing right there. And then too, making sure your firearm is clean. You ain't got no type of history on the firearm. You ain't got no bodies on there, nothing like that. But get you a permit, bro. I don't know what the laws is now as like for us if you need one or not. But even if they say you don't need one, just still get one to be on the safe side. Better to be safe than sorry. I always have you a permit, bro. I always have you a permit. So, you know, I don't know if they have one. Well, it's clear they ain't have one. They probably weren't even of age to be carrying a firearm anyway. But still, if you of age, bro, please, permit. Get you a permit to carry. License to carry.
Which one's the younger one?
Was that the first time or the second time?
That was the first time.
Okay, so the second time, what'd you get arrested for?
I got arrested for another gun. They tried to charge me with armed violence and shit.
Okay, now you know that you're on probation for a gun case. It's about to drop off. Why do you feel at that point you got to carry a gun and then potentially mess everything up?
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was doing so good for, like, carrying a gun, that's everyday shit in Chicago. Like, that's probably like why 99% of the people die in Chicago, because they think they don't have to carry a gun. Like, if you got shit going on in the streets and you not carrying a gun, you just ready to die at this point. So it's like, I know what's going on in the streets. I know motherfuckers probably looking for me, or this can happen any day or any of that. So I'm bringing this gun outside with me. I'd rather be in jail than dead.
Well, that same year, you and Brick, you guys put together a song called 20K. You put out the video.
Yeah. We dropped like a couple songs during that time.
Yeah. Okay, did you feel the buzz started to grow at that point?
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't like huge, but it was like bigger than the last time. Like, get what I'm saying? Like, now the song's doing like 20K and 30K and, get what I'm saying? Like 50K views and shit. So it's like, it's getting bigger, but it's still not to the point where it's like, oh, we famous or we getting money from this shit or anything. It's just like a little buzz through the bitty. Not even through the bitty, because it was like, it's probably only the west side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you're going through your legal situations, you're putting out some music. Then in that next year, 2022, there was a video that came out. I guess you were running away from the police and you end up like smashing your face.
Yeah.
And then there was like this viral mugshot that came out where your lip is all busted up.
Yeah.
What happened to that situation?
Shit, from my what they said in my case, like in Chicago, it's like pod cameras, like, so it can see the whole block. It's up on a pole and they can see the whole block. Like, I always be wearing tight jeans. Like, I always do tight jeans, like, so I could hold my strap on my waist. They said they seen me on a pod camera with an L shape in my pants. So that's why they came. But I was finna leave the block and was finna walk somewhere on our main street to go pick a car up. But as soon as we started walking, they came from like air angle. And like, I knew what they was. When the police coming aggressive, they not coming to talk. And shit, by the time they pulled up on me, I just took off running because I already know what's going on. And then I could have got away though, but that dumbass gate and shit. Boy, that shit stupid as hell.
So what, you just ran into the gate?
No, I went to hop the gate, but the gate was open. So the whole time, and I'm so stupid, the whole time I was locked up, everybody be asking me, they like, how you get caught? How you get caught? You know, I never seen the footage. So I just be like, I don't know, I just fell, Like, I just remember falling like that, because that's all I remember. I just remember running and just falling, and then waking up and the police was on me and shit. So when I was locked up, they like, how you get caught? I'm like, I don't know, I'm like, I just fell, bro, then I seen the footage. I did try to hop that gate. Bro.
I mean, as you're getting locked up and you're going to jail in Chicago, you know, I've interviewed a lot of Chicago dudes, for example, Rico Reckless.
That's why I'm glad growing up that I was not no problem child. 'Cause let me tell y'all something, bro. I could hop a fence, but I couldn't hop no fence fast to save my life. Like, all the friends I had growing up, they stayed in police trouble. So getting across a fence wasn't nothing for them, bro. I had a couple friends that can hop fence, no matter how tall the fence was, bro. Over the fence, they can get over a fence. I could never hop no fence that quick, bro. Hop a fence, I just couldn't get up there that quick. I ain't never had to, be in a situation where I would have to run and hop a fence. Now I can move now, feet moving. As long as I can be a straight path, feet moving. But I get to that fence, oh boy, it's over with from now. It was over with from there. And I played basketball, football, ran a little track, and doing all that stuff growing up too. Man, shoot. That's all. Man, look here. If it was ever a situation where I had to run, oh, them feet moving. And I'm 6'4", strides is long. I'm covering distance, boy. And by 10 steps, I'm a mile down the road. I'm a mile down the road in 10 steps. But that fence come about, I cannot get over that fence, boy. I can, just can't do it quick enough. And so I can only imagine what it'd be like if they put the dog on you. They put the dog on German Shepherd, the K9 unit. They let that K9 go. He put them teeth on you. It's over with. It's over with. And see, like I said, the friends I had growing up, they used to carry everything on them. Cigarettes, Black and Milds, weed, everything. So they used to rolling. They know all the shortcuts in the neighborhood through the woods and everything. They know all the shortcuts. Me, my dad wouldn't even, my parents wouldn't even let me leave the yard because they knew what kind of friends I had. And I'm thankful that my parents was like strict on me growing up, even though I ain't understand it at the time. I'm thankful my parents were strict on me, bro. Because if I was running the streets and in like just all over the neighborhood how they was, oh boy, I would have been in some trouble. They used to doggone steal. My friends I had growing up, stealing stuff out of people's yards, stealing stuff out the corner store, all that. We used to knock on people's doors and run. I feel like that's something that really like growing up with like me, my cousins, my friend, because I used to be at my grandma's house a lot growing up too. And even like where I stayed at back home, bro, we stayed knocking on people's doors and just take off running. I ain't gonna say what we call the game because I don't like to use no crazy language on here. But we used to knock on people's doors growing up, bro, and used to take off running, bro. Take off running. And then we go back, knock on it a second time, take off. A third time. And see, that's where your speed get tested right there. Because it get to a point where you go back that third time or that fourth time, they already be at the door. So by the time you get that first knock, they done open the door. Now you gotta get off the porch and just take off running. And I ain't even gonna lie, we got the police called on us for that one time when I was little. But we used to go to the older people house and do that junk. They called the police one day. We doggone round the corner at my grandma's house, ran up the street, and a dude that was a best friend with one of our older cousins, like me and my younger cousins, we seen a dude passing by. He had a drop top, I think it was a drop top Camaro. Man, we hopped in the Camaro. He drove us straight to my grandma's house. Police came to my grandma's house looking for the kids that the people, and they was looking for us. The only thing that saved us, they didn't have an accurate description of us. The people didn't give them a real description. They just came. My uncle was sitting on the porch, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't see nobody." They ain't even know who they was looking for because they ain't have no real description. That was the only thing that saved us, bro. That was probably that was probably the craziest thing that I did growing up. We knocking on people's doors and just take off running. That's the craziest thing I did. Past that, man, my mom and dad wouldn't even let me leave the house. Like the only time I ever walked around the corner, I was at my grandma's house. And that was because my grandmama and my auntie and my cousin them, they ain't care we walk around the corner. We used to walk around the corner to the store and straight back a whole lot at my grandma's house. But at home, I couldn't do that because I had some bad friends in the neighborhood, bro. Promise y'all. I'm sitting over here taking over the story time, man. It's supposed to be VonOff1700 story time, not
Talking
mine.
about the Glock Dookie. He was talking about the savage life.
Gonna tighten you up in that bitch. That bitch loose as hell. That bitch.
Dookie guns, all types
Motherfucking that
of
bitch.
shit.
What Glock Dookies in that bitch. Motherfucker pull up on your ass with a Glock Dookie, rob you. Glock Dookie in front of the grave. Toothpaste. That bitch got shit in it, piss in it, nut in it, shaving cream, all type of shit. Motherfucker, walk up on your ass with that bitch. Move right now. Spray the bitch in your face.
Were you actually seeing this in jail?
Hell yeah, that shit. I really caught like the wave of that shit, like going in jail. Like they was on that shit heavy. Like that shit was fucking my brain up. Like that Glock Dookie shit, I seen that shit happen like twice. And then I threw piss on the motherfucker because he said some shit I ain't like. But I don't even know why I did that shit. But hell yeah, I seen that shit. That shit weird.
What about the whole savage life?
Hell yeah, it was a
knock
nigga.
a dude out and pull his pants down.
It was a nigga from the burbs. I think he Y block or cheaper block or some shit. You know, like how in the real world, people say they get tattoos right here for killing people, the teardrops. He had tattoos right here by his lip. He said that's how many asses he spit in. I'm like, oh my damn, I'm like, I gotta go home.
Oh,
folk.
no.
I'm for this ain't no place for me, folk.
Oh, no.
No, wait a minute. I gotta get my head around this.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Bruh got teardrops. Well, I ain't even gonna say teardrops. He got the little slob tatted on his mouth. He say he's spitting in. That crazy. That mean he was doing more than spitting. I ain't gonna say what else he was doing because we trying to keep it PG-13 on here. But nah, he was doing more than spitting. He was doing way more than that. That's crazy.
he has tattoos symbolizing
How many asses
how
he spit
many
in.
dudes he sexually assaulted,
On
basically.
BD, I think he had like 3 of them bitches. 1, 2, 3. I fried my shit. Damn. I gotta go home, folk.
You know, I just interviewed Trench's News a couple days ago, and he said he actually has seen that shit happen in jail.
They was doing all that, the sprays, the violating you once you knocked out, sticking
Savage life.
savage life, sticking pickles up your behind and all type of shit. They started doing that in like 2010, 2011, savage life. Like when I was in the county, they was doing that. It was some more guys, ruthless though, who like Giorgio and them. These guys who be these that don't nobody know about, but they in the streets, they like bigger than Dirk and them. But they the ones who started the savage life shit.
Did you actually see someone do a savage life?
No,
in front of you?
I was in Division 11. I wasn't maxed out. I was on medium max. I was in 11. I was on 6, 5, 6, and 11. So like it's treacherous over there, but all that shit really going on like Mac decks where they fight murders and all that shit. But like I done heard niggas say it like they fight, then they knock them out. As soon as they fall, they get that butt. And I just be like, man, folk.
Oh no.
Like that shit crazy.
Oh
folk.
no.
That's
Chat,
the gayest shit
y'all
I've ever
wanna
heard.
know what's that movie with bro, what's that one movie? It's that one movie where bruh, it was 2 dudes. and they had Mustangs that looked similar. One was a hard top and one was a convertible top. And what caused the situation to come about? Know what? Hey, bro, let me look up this doggone movie. I can't even remember what the name of the movie is, but it's an old prison movie. I watched it one time in my whole life, and I ain't watched that movie no more since then, bro. I think Master P played up in the movie and everything, bro. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, Lockdown. Yeah, chat. Man, this movie right here, man. Hold on. This movie right here. I watched this movie one time, and I ain't watched this movie no more since then, bro. Movie scared the living mess out of me. This movie scared the living mess out of me, bro. Cause the same thing VonOff1700 talking about right now. It's a couple scenes up in there. One of the dudes, because it was like a little family group. It was like two cousins and the best friend, I think. It said some splashing underscore Ace 8239 said, "What's good, big boy? What's going on with you?" But bro, it's a scene up in here, man. They get assigned to their little cells or whatever, and one of the dudes, and they was locked up, falsely accused. Now they falsely accused. They thinking they did the crime. It was a whole nother dude that did the crime. They falsely accused the whole time, but they still got locked up. So it's like three of them, I think. I think it's like three of them. Each one get in their cell, bro. One of them, and I'm talking about, it was this white dude in the cell, bro. And the dude making them feel welcome and all that stuff and trying to butter them up and all that there. Man, put him in a chokehold and took his manhood from him, bro. That scared the living daylights out of me. And the whole movie, bro was getting violated the whole movie. I don't know if y'all ever watched this movie. Bro was getting violated the whole movie. Towards the end, they was like at this little choir concert. Like, well, the choir, they was up on the stage singing. Bro came out there with a shank, went up the dude that violated him and poked, I'm talking about poked the life out of him. Poked the life out of him. And once he poked him up, they doggone Swiss cheese the dude. So all that happened, bro. Like, it was so much going on in that one movie. And I'm not even able to put it into words. Like, I'm not even explaining the movie as confidently as I should, bro, because that movie, like, still to this day, bro, I'm scared to watch this movie ever again. This is one of them movies, after you see it one time, that's all you need right there. That's all you need right there. This is one of them movies where you genuinely don't watch it more than once. And if you watch it more than once, you a different type of strong if you could watch this more than once. But what VonOff1700 was talking about and what the other dude was talking about, that movie is a perfect representation of that, what they was just talking about. For real, for real.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, they say they want to take a nigga manhood. That's crazy. For don't even. That's why I ain't really like fighting in jail. Because if you knock me out, once I come on deck, I used to tell them, like, anybody who try to get into it, I used to be like, oh, BD, if we fight and you win, I'm taking this shit to the real world. Y'all ass gonna be going to a funeral. I'm killing one of y'all people. And they used to cut all the bullshit out in the door. Oh, BD.
Okay, so 2023 rolls around. Your brother is locked up, and you put out the Free Brick freestyle.
For sure.
And is that the first song that really takes off?
Yeah, and that's the first song that really, like, did the do, like 100K, 200K, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that bitch. Well, yeah, nah, right. It was a song called Be a Beer I dropped in 2022 before I went to jail, before I hopped the gate and shit. It was a song called Be a Beer. I dropped that bitch like 6 days before I got booked in September. That was like the rise, like the first song that ever like did like 100K, 200K, 300K. And that bitch was really going up. And I had another song called Stuck There, but that's just like, you know, that was like, them was like 100K to 200K. Then I got booked, and when I got out, 2023, Free Brick, that's the one that like went through the roof and shit.
Right, and Gunna, he caught a stray on that song.
Hell yeah. For sure.
Yeah, you say, white people ain't fucking with rats and tripping, we would have killed Gunna.
For sure. For sure. That's how I gotta go. That's how you...
Do you still feel that way right now?
I mean, shit.
No, not saying, no. Okay, let me rephrase that, because that's a crazy question. I'm not saying do you want to kill Gunna, but do you still consider Gunna a rat in terms of what he did?
I mean, from what my knowledge is, they say that he was the first person to say that, like, this shit was a gang or organization or something. So, like, yeah, right. That's like you just threw all us under the bus. Like, even though if they know this already, they still didn't have the goal to say, yeah, this what's going on. So you told them that, like, yeah, like anything you tell the police, just tell them. Like, I don't give no fuck if you told them what. Once you get to telling them anything, what happened, how this went, any of that, yo ass, that's a wrap. You telling them. If they coming and asking you questions, they don't know what's going on. So just go and go to sleep. Knock yourself. You gonna go to jail, you gonna go to jail. They gonna let you out, they gonna let you out.
Well, yeah, but then you saw after the trial, an interrogation video came out with Young Thug, where he was talking to him for a long time.
It is what it is, man. What I just said.
It is what it is.
Same shit.
So you come out with the song, and it seems like at this point you were just starting to diss everyone, and it was taken off from that to the point where your mom started getting worried about you.
That was my first song, Walk Down. Like, I was dissing the fuck out the ops, like, dissing the fuck out the ops. And I was just like, fuck it. And my mama real known through the city doing hand shit. So I think I dissed one of her clients' dead brother or some shit. And
you dissed her client?
Yeah, her client brother, he dead, and she was in there talking about it. And my mama asked me about it. And I basically told my mama, like, they be saying shit about us. Shit, I grabbed my mama brain. I told her, they be saying shit about your brother. What you want me to say? You don't want me to say nothing? And then since then, she ain't, you know, like.
So did that song lead to the record deal?
No, Free Brick led to, no, On Deck. Free Brick hyped me up, and then On Deck, after I dropped On Deck, that's when all the record labels started hitting me and shit.
Right, because in 2024, you did a joint venture with Signal Records and Columbia Records.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're officially on a major.
Yeah.
21 years old, how did that feel?
Felt good, shit. I had some money. The only reason I really signed, though, because my birthday, and I was gonna be 21, and I'm like, I gotta have some money on my birthday. Like, I gotta have some money on my birthday. So I end up just signing and shit, that shit worked out in my favor.
Like, what changed when you were on Columbia?
I really want to say nothing changed. I still feel like the same nigga, regular nigga, but like music-wise, everything, like music got easier, like beats, like connections and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit got more fun, like going out of town, you know, like, you know, shit I ain't normally did, so.
Well, you dropped Free My Hood, Fuck Your Hood.
Yeah.
And, well, in that song On Deck, which I guess dropped before you got signed, there was a line in there. You said, if he were the ops, I don't care if he was 2 when he died.
Flame his little ass up in the air. Brody. Yeah, that's just like me being funny. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't get no fuck. Like, once you with the ops, your ass can die, I don't get no fuck. If you choosing that side, that's what's going, you die, I don't feel bad. Because if something happened to us, they won't feel bad, so why feel bad for them?
I mean, I understand at the time you might have felt that way, but now that you're a little bit older, you look back on it, let's just say that you got into it with someone, a little kid got killed in the process, how would you feel?
Yeah, that's like goofy shit. But like, that's goofy shit. Like kids, innocent people and kids getting killed, that's goofy shit. That's why I said, that's just like, I was just talking. Like I was just saying like to show like, I don't give no fuck. But like, in reality though, that shit goofy. That shit happened a lot though in Chicago though. Kids, innocent kids getting hit and shit. And that's just for like new motherfuckers gangbanging that ain't never did shit before, trying to get out here and kill people.
I mean, yeah, there was, I don't know if you heard recently, there was some crazy shooting that happened where a dude was just firing off shots and a bunch of innocent people got killed.
Yeah, I think he was downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some goofy shit.
During that time, you're doing songs and you're dissing your ops, and of course they're doing the same thing. Are you thinking about the ramifications of these things? Because you're the bigger rapper out of everyone.
Right.
So your voice is the loudest. So yeah, they're making little songs about you and your uncle and whatever else, but you have the loudest megaphone.
Yeah.
So at that point, are you thinking, I'm gonna keep doing this, or nah, I should probably stop doing it after a while?
What, like dissing him?
Yeah.
I don't really be giving a fuck about them dissing for one, cause that shit be bap. Like they just be making shit up. Like they just be making shit up. Like real life make it like, I don't know, like why the fuck people do the shit they do. They just make shit up. But that's not gonna get no fuck. And then I be doing it because like this shit like what's really going on. Like you gotta tell me I'm lying. And this shit just be crazy. Like shit be crazy. Shit be crazy. So no, I probably don't stop doing it because I know they lying and I know they know I'm telling the truth. So like, and I'm way bigger with the shit. So it's like, I know that y'all hurt over there. Like that shit fucking y'all up.
Oh man, there's nothing like success.
For sure.
There's nothing like success and people that don't like you.
I just said
they just gotta keep seeing you.
I just said it. The ops like, I hate to be the ops right now. Broke, starving, gangbanging, and dying. Like, I don't even gotta kill their ass. Their ass dying already.
Well, not only did you have controversial lyrics, but the videos have always been controversial.
Right.
So there's a music video you put out called Flame Out.
Right.
And in the video, you're wearing the same clothes as the guy who killed Antoine Benoit. And there's been rumors about that on the internet and so forth, but when you made the video wearing the same clothes, that's where people are like, okay, what exactly is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Okay, but you've heard these rumors.
Yeah, I be just scrolling on my phone like they ass tweaking.
Do you feel like when shit like that happens on the internet, you take advantage of it by kind of trolling in a way?
Hell no, I don't even know what the fuck they be talking about.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, a lot of people would do that. A lot of people would.
I don't know.
The overall situation.
A lot of people would, because the internet is real common on that particular, you know what I'm saying, habit, where they take something and they make it one particular topic, but it's really not that. It's something else the whole time. And once it starts surfacing the internet and it become a viral topic and the person notice it and it's about them, a lot of people take advantage of that. I mean, that's free clout. That's free clout. Not all attention is good attention, but a lot of people think that all attention is good attention, bro. Me personally, I don't think all attention is good attention, because a lot of stuff really just don't be making sense on the internet, you know? But it's a lot of folks out here, man, when people make up certain opinions or certain little, you know what I'm saying, scenarios or situations, and they put it out there, everybody else just take it and run with it. And so if you that type of person where you just gonna capitalize off the clout, then hey, that's just what you do. But it's a lot of people out here that would do that though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many people that's just gonna let it go.
Probably so.
A lot of people will take off, like they will take that and capitalize off of it.
Putting out this type of image of yourself and the type of lyrics you do and so forth, that you have to be more careful, that things might come back. And,
Hey, by the way, everybody who up in here right now, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on that post notification bell. Set it to all, man. We live and in effect with the reactions now. So show your boy some love, man. If y'all in here, just know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for giving your boy a chance, man. Live and in effect. Thank y'all. For real, though. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of my heart.
The situations, for example, in Jacksonville, like Fulio, that was someone I've interviewed multiple times. And he really pushed the line to the point of actually doing music videos, in front of people's gravestones.
He went
holding
to
up the
graveyard
pictures of the
with
people
it.
who died, in the cemetery and everything else like that. To the point where, he kept getting shot and ultimately he got killed. And this type of thing really kind of brings killing and, and so forth. Do you ever think like, yo?
This is something that I always say about Fulio's situation. If I'm not mistaken, I think like the night that they got him, it was like his birthday. Like he was celebrating his birthday, something like that. He was posting his whereabouts. Like they was posting the Airbnb. Then they posted themselves at a hotel. Like he was just posting where he was too much. I feel like if he would have never posted where he was, they would have never like know where to pull up on him at, like right in that moment. They would have never know where he was right in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It's different if you ain't posting the whereabouts or if you sending out the location, like it's a private location. But even still, you gotta worry about who you sending it to. Because what if you sending it to somebody that's gonna give it to your ops? You know what I'm saying? What if you sending it to somebody that's gonna give it to somebody that want to get at you? So I feel like either way, it's still risky, but I still just stand on if he would have never ever posted his whereabouts on social media, they would have never ever like know for real. Because if I'm not mistaken, like they was at an Airbnb first and they left the Airbnb because I think like they might have got kicked out or something like that. I don't remember detail from detail, but I know bruh went from an Airbnb to like the outside of a hotel. So yeah, I still just say if the whereabouts wasn't continuously like posted that night, he'll probably still, you know what I'm saying, be here right now. Like that's just what I feel. And I know that's kind of that's kind of a stretch when you kind of look back into the history of Fulio, but I still just say that, bro. Like, or let me just put it to you like this: if he would have never ever posted his whereabouts that night, that probably would have never happened that night. I'll just put it to you like that. I feel like if he had never posted the whereabouts that night, that probably would have never happened. So, yeah, bro.
Like, I need to quit doing this at some point because this will catch up.
I mean, everything gonna catch up to a motherfucker, so it's like, you trying to stop and saying, oh, I'm finna change today. That shit ain't gonna matter, because it's gonna catch up to you one day, so it's like, you trying to say, oh, my bad, I'm stop doing that shit, da-da-da-da-da. It ain't gonna matter because your karma gonna come, you know what I'm saying?
Well, right, because you talked about how you're not interested in the whole push and peace movement.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's like, first of all, I know who take that shit serious. Like J-Man, he take that shit serious. Like, he done with that shit. But it was to a point to where everybody was saying, oh, I'm pushing peace, but they ass was bapping. Like, they just saying it to make it look good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That push and peace shit, like, it can never happen. Like, it'll never happen. Unless something, like, it'll never happen. It's always gonna be somebody who not gonna let it happen. Like, it ain't gonna happen. So it's like that pushing peace, it's too much bloodshed and shit lost and shit, like, too much pride for, like, you get what I'm saying?
Well, you dropped the Turned Up Not Burnt Up album.
For sure.
And on that album, you had the song Legends featuring King Von.
Right.
So was that done while he was alive, or?
Nah, it was while he was after he passed away.
Okay, so you got a verse from someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know King Von at all?
Nah.
No? When you look at that situation, you know, and I've interviewed Lil Tim and Quando Rondo about this, as well as some people that were cool with Von as well. Do you feel that that situation was justified in terms of Von attacking someone and his people ended up, you know, opening fire? Or do you think that it should have just been a fist fight and ended like that?
I mean, that was 2020, bro. Ain't nobody, like, it's like, I don't know. They weren't wrong. When no parties wrong, both parties was right. You get what I'm saying? Like, if that would have happened to him, his people would have did the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, it's just, you know, wrong place, wrong time, or just like it didn't go how he thought it was gonna go. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't none one of them wrong. Like, it's just how it happened. That's just how it played out. It's just how the cookie crumbled. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that whole situation is a mess because not only did that happen, but then that allegedly led up to the whole Lil Durk situation and the whole slide for Von situation. And, you know, regardless of whether Durk had anything to do with it or not, but clearly Von's people felt some type of way about it. And now you have a whole bunch of people in prison facing life. Were you and Durk cool?
I met him before he got, like, literally right before he got locked up. Literally, like, right before he got locked up. I met him and shit, like, he cool. He cool.
How do you feel about that whole situation?
I mean, like, that shit just stupid. Like, all this shit really dumb. Motherfuckers down, motherfuckers going to jail. At this point in life that motherfuckers in, it's like it's dumb as hell. But, like, it's like, that's how this shit go. Like, you can't get mad for some shit you signed up about. I mean, for some shit you signed up for. So it's like,
yeah.
That's how this shit
And,
go.
I mean, when I look at that situation, the way I look at it is he knew who Von was, right? He knew he was a hothead. He knew that he initiated that whole situation.
All right.
So why would you slide for someone that you knew they had a big part in that? Like, for example, like, your close friends. If you were to get killed by somebody, would you want them to slide for you or would you want them to live their lives and be happy?
What you mean? That's not even no question. Of course, I want y'all to slide right now, right then and now.
And potentially throw their life away.
I do the same for them.
Really?
Yeah, that's how that shit go. Like, that's the shit you sign up for, like.
Right now, where you are in life right now, the type of money you're making, legal money, you got fans, you can support your family, you would go and do that right now?
What you mean? You putting me in, you trying to make me sound dumb. Like, if I say yeah, you
No,
gonna
I'm
be
not
like,
trying to make you sound dumb.
gonna
I'm
be
just
like,
saying that at some point you got to mature and get out of situations, get out of a headspace like that. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
you know, because you have so much to lose at this point.
Right. For
right?
sure.
Think about, let's just say all the people that were telling Durk to slide for Von, they're all calling him stupid.
Yeah,
if
they
he
all
actually
saying,
did that.
yeah, that's what I'm finna say. It's no win-win. Like, oh, y'all tell him, fuck, go do this, go do that. Then when they do it, oh, he's stupid. Why would he do that? Why would he, like, that's why you can't even pay people no mind, because, like, we was just talking about this shit the other day. Like, somebody was saying if another motherfucker crash out, we gonna call him a goofy for crashing out, but we don't even know, like, what they crashing out for. Like, you probably will crash out over some different shit I crash out about. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect your crash out because that's something you will crash out about, and you don't respect my crash out because it's something that I crash out about. So we can't even, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it would take a lot for me to crash out. Like, someone would have to, like...
Me personally, to give my opinion on that question, if you got a whole lot to lose, it would just depend on what that mean to you. Like, what your spot mean to you, what your people mean to you. If you got kids, what your kids mean to you. Your parents, what that mean to you. Like, if any of that means something, then you'll act accordingly. If not, then you're going to do what you want to do anyway.
You know, do something horrible to one of my kids.
Right, and I don't got no kids, but I respect your crash out because them your kids, you know what I'm saying? And I had to crash out somebody do something to one of my homies, and you probably don't respect that because, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. No, you're making a good point because I guess since you don't have kids, you look at those relationships maybe as the equivalent of how I look at my kids in terms of
Hell
closeness.
no, anybody do something to some kids, they ass need to die ASAP. I don't give no fuck what it is.
Earlier this year, a video surfaced of you allegedly getting into a fight with someone at a club.
All right.
Do you want to talk about that at all?
Shit, that was one of the ops. Shit, we beat his ass. That's it. It's that simple. He better just be happy he got his ass kicked.
Where was that, in Chicago?
Nah, it was in Atlanta.
Okay. Do you feel that you could hang out in Chicago the way you used to, or do you kind of have to keep your distance?
I mean, you could do it just how you put it. Like, I ain't worried about no. When I be in Chicago, never worried about niggas. Only thing I'm worried about is the police. Cause like, I've been dealing with niggas my whole life. I ain't never died before, so it's like, I know how to move. It's just the police, like. So, yeah.
Well, you had a couple of big songs. TG Run It sampled 3 6 Mafia's Who Run It.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dope track.
For sure.
And then you and Polo G have collaborated a lot, and G Herbo.
For sure.
And those were some of your biggest songs. How the three of y'all actually hook up like that?
We was in L.A. You know, I'm real locked in with Polo, and then I'm locked in with Herb too, but we always just in L.A. And I wasn't even finna rap that night. Like, I went to the studio, I recorded my verse at a different studio, but my head was banging. Like, when I be in L.A. I be feeling the weirdest. Like, I don't know, it's like that, it fuck up my whole body. But my head was just knocking. So I told my label, like, I'm finna leave. I'm like, I ain't finna record, I'm finna leave. And like, soon as I was finna leave, Polo called me, like, what you on? I'm like, shit. He like, come to the studio. So before I went in the house, I slid on him. Herb ended up pulling up. And shit, they like, do a song. And I'm like, shit, I just did this. And then shit, it was just the hook and my verse. And then they put they verses on that bitch. And that bitch came out like that.
Okay. And now you got a new project coming out.
For sure. Forever tossing for the game.
Okay, and who's on it?
Polo, 42 Doug, Rio the Young OG, my brother Brick, Big Op, and then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, didn't Brick get arrested last year?
Yeah, he locked up right now.
Okay. How long is he locked up for?
He fighting it, so we gotta see now. He probably finna get out on house arrest though.
Yeah, you said Brick is Angry Birds when he gets locked up.
Yeah, he was fighting as soon as he got in there. He angry on the real world too. I don't know what's wrong. He crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think that he's kind of adapted as you started to make more money and get, popularity and so forth?
Hell yeah, like everybody around my everyday circle, this shit like regular. Like we know how to handle this shit. Like a lot of people wouldn't even know how to handle being famous or doing any of this. Like they don't know. But everybody around me, we can handle this shit well. Like shit easy. Like, and we know how not to let this shit go to our head or, you know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, he adapted. He just an angry person. He always been like that though. Like you make him mad, he gonna take it there. I don't know.
Well, VonOff, man, congratulations for what you accomplished, man. There's, to really get to where you are in a crowded space like Chicago is big. And I've seen you, drop song after song. I've seen the buzz build, and I've seen the artistry build as well. And I've seen all the cosigns and how, other dope artists are working with you. And, man, congratulations. And, my only advice is just try to be safe out there.
For sure.
Because I've interviewed a lot of people over the years who said some of the things that you said. I know how to move, I'm not worried about this, whatever, and then things end up happening.
Yeah.
So I just want you to have a long career, a long life. I want you to have kids. I want you to go multi-platinum.
For sure.
And do your thing. And yeah, at some point, maybe the music might change and evolve, and you're not gonna be so much worried about the beef and the ops and so forth, because I think that you have actual talent beyond just dissing people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, my new album is like a mix of that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a mix of that. Like, it ain't really too much. Like, it's like a damn near hit on everything. Like, everything I went through, it ain't really just like drill. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
You know?
That's what it is, man. I appreciate you coming in. Until next time.
Know that.
Peace.
It's a good interview, man. Good interview. And that was the full interview. Chat, we finna hit up one more topic. We finna hit up one more topic, chat. The King and 50 Cent situation. Cause y'all know 50 said something about King Mama and King just, you know what I'm saying, snap. So we gonna react to it on the All Urban Central. We gonna dig in now and see what's going on. We got T.I. son King snaps on 50 Cent after leaking wild photos of his mom, tiny hair. So he leaked a wild photo of his mama. Excuse me, bless me. But hey, nah, we finna dig in here, man, and we gon' see exactly like what he said, because I've been hearing little snippets and seeing little snippets of what King said, but I ain't like see the full thing. So we finna get the full thing rolling right here.
Wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all
Hold on, we finna go
how y'all
back.
bitch ass raised. I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama. Wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who with. You better put that music up and shut the fuck up, cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it. On my mother, your mama. Dig that bitch up.
Hey, yo, the internet is absolutely on fire right now, and the hip-hop multiverse just got spicy. So apparently, King Harris, T.I.'s son, just went
King
off
going
on
off. He
50
said,
after
dig
50
your
decided
mama
to
up.
post
That's
a picture of
crazy.
King's mom.
But I ain't even gonna lie though, bro.
In the middle.
I ain't even gonna lie though. You know what I'm saying? You talk about my mama, bro. Like, you done crossed the line. You done crossed the biggest barrier that was set. Like, once you cross the line and you say something about my mama, you do something about my mama, bro, ain't no limits on when I come back at you, bro. Because that's my dukes right there. I got to ride for my mama, dog. Like, for real. That's just how I feel, bro. I don't care if it's family or what. Like, you come at my mama, bro, and you cross the biggest boundary possible. Hey, bro, it ain't no limits on how crazy I'm gonna get. Like, that's just being real. As a man, I feel like when it come to your mama, shoot, even your wife, bro, your kids, your siblings, stuff like that, bro, you gonna crash about your people. You gonna crash about your people. You ain't never supposed to keep it pretty when it come to your kids, or when it just come to kids in general, bro. You find out somebody doing something to your kids, or somebody that did something to your kids, bro. We ain't worried about keeping it pretty. We ain't worried about keeping nothing pretty, bro. You do something to any kid. We ain't worried about keeping nothing pretty, bro. We finna go handle business. You do something to my mama, hey, we not keeping it pretty, bro. We gonna handle business straight up. That's just how it is, bro. And that's not even trying to sound gangster or nothing. That's just being for real about the situation. When it's your people, you know what I'm saying, bro. You post to ride for your people. I ain't saying get yourself in trouble. But at the same time, bro, if you gotta stand up, bro. Stand up. And everybody take it to different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I might go about it is different from the way y'all will go about it. But me, all I know is, bro, if it come down to my mama, my wife, kids, or any kids of mine or in general, and I have to step about it, bro, like, we just gonna step about it at that point. Got to. That's the only way.
The beef with T.I. And when I said he went off, oh nah, this wasn't no calm response. This was DEFCON 5. Now, if you've been paying attention, 50 and T.I. been throwing little shots for years. It's been petty.
Nah, 50 crazy for that though, bro. You came at that man woman like that, and you came at T.I. woman, and that's King
Okay,
Mama.
so first, like, you know, it was really about celebrating each other's catalog. Me and this out back there, bro. This shit, I ain't just called it at the blue. Me and this out back there.
You talking about you were 50?
Yeah, man. We talk about this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. Nigga, we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man. You know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about this? He was like, shit, you want to do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool. So shit. And I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, he act like he ain't know what's going on. Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about all of it? All of it. I don't even want to, man. Cause now I question your character. Then you gonna get and kick that kind of shit. Then you know, man. They say you don't want to do it. All the other extra lame ass shit, man. That shit goofy.
So y'all talked about it, you saying? You went out
Yeah,
there.
years ago. Years ago we spoke about
I
it.
think it'd be a great battle, though. I think,
Man, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. I don't want to stand on stage with him. I have no interest in standing on stage with that. I don't respect it.
What does 50 do? Because y'all know 50 is petty with a capital P. He posts what people are calling an unflattering picture of T.I.'s wife, Tanya, on Instagram. Not a picture of T.I., not a rap lyric, not a diss track. He posted his wife, and the internet immediately said, oh, this might be too far. Now, here's where it gets crazy. King Harris jumps on Instagram and basically says,
That's that
man
man's wife,
about my mama.
and that's King Mama. Like, she got kids, bro.
When I tell you the tone was different,
them folks ain't finna keep it light with you.
Say something about my mama, your mama. Your mama, go dig her up. Go dig her up. Post a picture of your mama. She pay respect. Stop playing with my mama. Ain't playing like that. It ain't going like that. You know how y'all bitch ass raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama. What's wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who with. You better put that music up and shut the fuck up. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get on my mother. Your mama. Dig that bitch up. Not going. Not going. Now what the fuck you gonna do about that? Not going. I don't give a fuck about how you play it.
He said he riding by his mama, boy.
Post my mama like your mama ain't. Go put some flowers on that. Man.
He said he riding by his mama.
Legend, your mama.
And that's the beat though, bro.
Stop, man. Don't never think you can get on this level and you can compete with us. We on a whole different ball game. At a whole different type of level of respect around here. You get on that do that bitch ass shit, you a hoe ass. I would say that shit to your face. Man.
He made it clear that he wasn't playing about his mom. He wasn't treating it like no industry beef. He was treating this like a personal disrespect. And some of the stuff he said, referencing 50's late mom, that shook people up.
This ain't no streets. At this point, this ain't about the streets. Cause at this point, we just trolling. So if we trolling, if we trolling, your mom ain't getting gangster. We trolling. That's what we doing. Cause that's what he wanna do. So if we gonna troll straight like that, your son don't love you. You don't got no family.
He said your son don't love you.
You rich, but you not loved. Money means nothing without no one to spend it with. Your son don't love you. And but talk about my mama, I that bitch ass just cause he share the same blood as you. I don't give a cause man, at the end of the day, I don't play by my mama. At the end of I don't play by my mama, I don't play by my grandma, I don't play by neither one of my cousins. Not one of them. Not one of them. That's on my soul. I don't give a how y'all think of living. I don't give a how y'all think of raised. I don't give a y'all think of what this, that. I don't play by it. I don't play by it. That's just how I'm raised. I'm just how I'm raised. I wasn't raised by y'all father. My dad is TIP. Tip. That's how I'm raised. I don't play like this. I like to get on the internet and do all this shit just for the verses. You say the same thing you saying. You already done pulled up on you before this. And I already pulled up on you. And we got a video call of you apologizing, saying, yo, I didn't mean it like this. Yo, I didn't mean it like this. Like you got facts to say that you. We got videos to say that you backing down, you're not standing on shit. Pulled up on you in person.
Now look, we all know rap beef can get ugly, but once you bring up deceased family members, that's the line most people don't cross. So now the timeline is divided. He went on his Instagram page and tagged 50 Cent and posted the headstone for his mom. So you got one side saying 50 started it by posting Tiny, don't bring family into it. Then you got another side saying King went too far mentioning 50's mom. That's disrespectful beyond rap. And let's be
like, I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying, he should have did that, saying that about his deceased mother, but I mean, 50 did come at his mama first. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying disrespect the deceased. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, that's just like me. I done had people, family and all, come at my mama. And me, once you come at my mama, deceased or not, you done crossed the line that, you know what I'm saying, we can't get back on the other side of now. No, we over there. So my reaction ain't gonna be the most desired reaction. Now, the way he went about it and the way I went about it would have been different. I probably would have never ever brought up his mama if I'm knowing she deceased. I would have never took it that far because his mama don't deserve that. But I definitely would have crashed out. I definitely would have crashed out because, hey, bro, your mama is everything. Your mama is everything. Real talk. Your mama is everything. So, even though we may not agree, or I ain't even gonna say we, even though some people may not agree, and I lump myself in there too, even though I don't agree with him saying stuff about 50 Cent deceased mama, you can't gauge a reaction when you messing with somebody. Like, you mess with somebody in the worst way, you can't gauge nobody's reaction when you poke the bear. You poked the bear and you just kept poking the bear. You can't gauge the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit up here, push me over the edge, and once I crash beyond measures, you tell me I'm doing too much. You wasn't doing too much when you kept messing with me, so I'm doing too much because now I'm mad. Like, I understand both sides of it. Like, don't disrespect the deceased, but I understand both sides of it. But I lean more so on that side of, I would have never said that about his mama just because she deceased. I would have never ever said that about his mama because in the back of my mind, I'm just like, dawg, that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Folks, is different. I don't have no room to gauge how he should have came about the situation. I mean, he said what he said and he gonna stand on that. You know what he's saying? Or you know what I'm saying? I meant to say, I said, you know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Be honest, this is classic 50 Cent strategy. He trolls, he pokes, he posts, he waits for you to react.
But you best believe 50 though finna come back with something crazy.
That's been his formula for 20 years. But here's the twist. This isn't just T.I. responding. This is his son. See, this is where it gets interesting. Back in the day, the rappers handled their own beef. Now, the kids are jumping in. King basically said, I don't care who you are, don't speak on my mom. And from a human standpoint, you can understand that. That's his mother. But from a strategic standpoint, 50 is probably sitting back laughing. Because the more emotional the response, the more viral the moment. And let's not forget.
For real though, y'all best believe 50 finna come back with something crazy. I don't know what it's gonna be, but he definitely gonna come back with something.
King escalated to a place it didn't need to go. And also, where is T.I. in all of this? Because now it feels like this isn't even about music anymore. It's about pride. It's about family. It's about ego. And when beef turns into that, it stops being entertainment and starts getting ugly. But I want to know what y'all think. Was King right to defend his mother no matter what? Or should he let his dad handle it? And do you think 50 is going to respond? Because if we know anything about 50 Cent, he never lets the last word slide. Let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe. Because if anybody else responds to this, I'm gonna be the first one to cover it, so keep it locked.
Nah, look, hey, I'm gonna just put it to y'all like this. He stood up for his mama. That's his mama. You know what I'm saying? Typically, a lot of boys love their mama, and he just had his mama back. While he may not went about it the best way, he still had his mama back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. We done made it to the end of the stream, man. We got us 2 good videos in. Everybody that joined in, I appreciate y'all greatly. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. We gonna keep the streams coming. We gonna keep them coming, man. We gonna keep the streams coming and keep everything rolling the way that it should be. Keep everything, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me make myself bigger, chat. My light done went dead. But yeah, man, we gonna keep everything rolling the way that it should be. Keep the streams rolling. Thank y'all for giving me a chance. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. And we off this thing for the night. We gonna be back tomorrow, man, with more reaction.